Welcome to GoLeopards.com. It's Holy Cross week here at Lafayette College, and Donovan, the Cross comes in having won 3 out of 4. They're playing better all the time. They're a bit schizophrenic. They're up and down, but talk about their recent success and what you guys will have to do.
Well, Holy Cross is a good team playing with a lot of confidence. You know, it'll definitely be a battle from the jump, but we got to just stick to our game plan and do what we have to do and execute how we've been doing throughout the season.
Quick little point guards seem to give us problems from time to time getting in the gap. I don't think there's anybody better in the league than Justin Burrell. He's coming off a career game, and he really is the catalyst, at least from their point guard spot.
Yeah, he brings them a lot of senior leadership. He's a handful, you know, in the ball screens especially. They're going to put him in a ton. So we've got to make sure we do a job on him, contain, and try to limit his production.
Malcolm Miller is another one of their senior leaders. I believe he's a senior, maybe a junior, but Malcolm Miller is one of those guys that seems to have been around forever and ever, and he's really finding his own stride. Another tough matchup athletically, 6'6", 6'7", has versatility in his game. Who'll be his matchup, and what are the things that we may be able to do to slow him down?
Yeah, well, that'll be Seth. You know, both those two guys are seniors and been playing against each other for the last 4 years here, so I'm sure they know each other pretty well. But that's an important matchup for both teams, I would feel, and we'll see who comes out on top.
Milan Brown, the coach at Holy Cross, really prides his team on playing good defense. What are some of the adjustments that you guys will have to make? It's always tough up at Worcester. You dropped a heartbreaker up there last time. What are some of the adjustments you'll make this time around?
Well, you know, their game plan, they're going to pick you up full court for 40 minutes, put a lot of pressure on you. Obviously, we got to handle the pressure. You know, right now they're leading the league in steals per game and turnover margin. So those two keys will be very important for us to have success.
Most teams have gotten the memo about Seth Hendricks and Joey Tazinski in terms of their catch-and-shoot abilities. Are you seeing progress with the adjustments that each of those players have to make? You talk about Holy Cross pushing up on the perimeter, bringing pressure. They're not going to let those guys stand still and shoot the ball. They're going to have to move without it.
Yeah, and, you know, the thing about it, we got to do a good job of getting them open, and they got to do a better job of hunting shots as well. So we got to make sure we use screens, set up cuts very well, and, you know, use the aggression to our advantage.
That's the key, using their aggression to our advantage, and it's sometimes easier said than done. With 4 games left in the Patriot League season, I think 2 games separate like 7 of the teams. Usually at this time of year, things would start taking shape. I think last night it was announced that Bucknell is the only team that has secured a first-round home game. Other than that, 9 spots almost still seem to be up for grabs. So there's a lot to play for, especially for our seniors. Yeah,
the 2 weeks here are going to be crucial. You know, a lot of things are going to happen. You know, teams are finally starting to build some separation in the league, but it's going to be a dogfight, but I'm sure we're up to the challenge.
Well, for objective observers anyway, folks who like the purity of basketball, it's been a fun season so far. It will continue. Don't know how much fun it's been for these guys. They have to do all the work. But you can watch the game tomorrow evening on the Lafayette Sports Network with Gary Laubach and myself. You can also, if you can't make it to Kirby Sports Center, check in on GoLeopards.com and the Patriot League Network.